Yo, VIPs, let's kick it. It's another Sunday evening. We're live here at Thingamajigs, a racing channel, with the coverage of... Hang on, let me turn him down. With the coverage of the Ultimate Racing League, the 1v1s. It's part 5. This is the 5th week of running 2 lobbies. It's absolutely crazy how cracking this competition has been and how dedicated the drivers, the pro sim racers at the Ultimate Racing League have been to the cause. They haven't lost interest. They haven't suddenly got busy over the holiday period. They're here. They're in attendance and they're up for it. And tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, what we've got for you tonight is some absolute cracking racing. We are going to the last ditch canal, ladies and gentlemen. This is the drop downs. This week we are predominantly looking at the drop down tournaments. These are the last chance saloons for some of these guys to just keep on in the competition. So everything is at stake this evening. And well, on my card, I've got Panic at the Disco and Phaser up first, but I believe Panic at the Tesco may be on his Holly Bobs, so Phaser might get a pass, but it's no pass at all because he'll be up again racing against Harry Poppins. So we're either going to have Harry Poppins versus Phaser, and that is into the last 16, part 2 of the drop-down tournament. We'll be changing car and track altogether, one we haven't seen so far in this competition. It's cracking. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So we're looking along. We've got a Phaser, but we have no Harry Poppins. Also, we have no... Panic at the Tesco. Now, interestingly, if all goes to plan in lobby 2, which it should be up live anytime soon on stream by Mark Wilson. Search for Mark Wilson and get yourself subscribed to him. He's following lobby 2, and he's got to step up. He's got to race whoever wins their race 1. So the plan is they're going to jump into this lobby, do their race, then he's going back to lobby 2 to carry on the rest of the races. So if you're watching his channel, it's you're going to watch a race, then suddenly you're going to see his point of view as he gets himself prepared for a race. You're going to sit through what it's like to take part in a 1v1 race. If he's clever, he'll mute his mic. I would have to mute my mic because the language that would be uttered during a race would not be allowed on any kind of broadcast whatsoever. And so if he's clever, he mutes his mic and you get to sit through the whole process. I think that's amazing. I can't wait to watch his stream later on because I can't wait to see that. If it all kicks, like if it goes well, if everything goes to plan, which we are hoping very much that it will. Andrew in the chat is saying good evening. Well, holler at you, brother. Hope you are well. And this is exciting. I don't really know who we've got up first because we've got a Phaser, but we have no Harry Poppins or Panic at the Tesco, which is what we would probably be preferring. Yeah, I've just had a notification. Mark Wilson is live, so... Hey, there's not much happening here. Get yourself over there and have a look. He might have something more on the go. Joe, right, see if I can share this video while we're having a moment of reflection and quietness. So they'll be absolutely trying to hunt for Harry Poppins. They will be screaming out for him. I think Panic at the Tesco, he already had said that he was going to be on his Hollies. So I think they were prepared for that. They knew that was coming, but I don't even know how to see my videos, for heaven's sakes. I used to know. It's usually in the live list, isn't it? But I'm not coming up. I am streaming for show. I don't know why it's not happening. So I can't repost it. Hang on, if I go there. What if I go there? Sorry, I'm slightly distracted. Paul in the chat saying evening all. Why, hello, Paul. How are you? Yeah, I don't know where my stream is, so I can't share it. It's not coming up on my phone because my phone is pants, maybe. I'll give up on it. Yeah, I'll share it later. It's all right. We don't need live watchers. Who wants them? God, I've got so many apps open on my phone. Look, this is, I know, not what you were expecting. Pause in the chat. I am having a quick look. Someone share Lobby 2 comms channel so my friends can watch it. There we go. See, someone knows how to share Mark Wilson's lobby. I can't share my own. Oh, dearie me. In the chat, Paul saying, good mate. Looking forward to this. I know it's going to be a hub and digger. Telvi. It's going to be cracking because it's the last chance saloon, guys. This is what it all boils down to. I've lost. Oh no, because it's in a different channel. I had the card up earlier. I think I took a picture of it. Let's go to photos. Yeah, silly me, it's down there. So Phaser might get a double buy here. I don't know how long they're willing to give. They're waiting for Dyson. So we're going to go jump to Dyson versus Victor, which I've got as race 4. Cool. So yeah, it's going to be Dyson from League 1 versus Victor at League 2. And I believe the last 16 part 2 is... I don't know if they've announced what track it is. I've seen a track. I'm glad I've not said anything yet, just in case. Because it's not on this list, but it was on my other list. We know the part 1 last 16s were at Monza in the Mitsubishi finals, but the part 2s, and I think these are the ones that have dropped down recently from the main hub. Do a part 2 of last 16s. So Dyson is in. We've got Dyson, and yeah, that is the track of Road Atlanta. That's what I've seen, and the car is very interesting. I mean, they have not fallen. I mean, the Mitsubishi's all right, but it's on a fast track, which the Mitsubishi would favour. Well, they're all rear-wheel drives, I suppose, but I always imagine the Mitsubishi would favour a twistier track. And it ended up pulling at Monza, where, you know, these cars that are really tricky to drive, but are fast in a straight line, like the Dodge and the Aston Martin. So Dyson's left the room. He's going to go and have to purchase a car. Shall I try and post this again? This stream? Why not, eh? Let's see if it's working for me. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, it's up now. Man alive. I can do a little bit of share, copy link. Yeah, brother. Then I jump over to Facebook, and then I have to find... See, this is the blight. I need an assistant for this sort of stuff. I need a social media assistant. Because I'm not able to do a stream and do other things. Oh, no. Did I... No, paste? You get commentary on how I actually post something. It's cracking, isn't it? There we go. Right, it's on their Facebook. Everyone else does it in the Messenger, but oh god, that would just take me forever. So, Ultimate Racing League in the chat, they're saying Dyson is going to get another car. He had a car, but he's going to go and get another car. Maybe he had the wrong car. So this is Victor versus Dyson. These are two extremely fast drives. And I don't believe they've ever come across each other, because Victor was racing in League 1 last season and got promoted to League of Champions, where Dyson, I raced him in League 3 a while ago. He got promoted from that. He's got promoted last season from League 2 and now is in League 1. So he's chasing after Victor, but I don't think they have had a face-off. Although there is weekly racing, they may have caught each other in the weekly races that Ultimate Racing League has. He had the 2016 one. Oh, there you go. So Dyson, he's had to go and get the updated version of the car that they're going to race around here. And I tell you, it's a humdinger. It's not a car I would choose. I don't know all about the ins and the outs of all these cars, and I may be wrong when I make these, but it's literally, you know, I give them a go sometimes, just like in the daily races, but just qualifying, I just take a few different cars around just to see how they feel. And yeah, the hit list of cars to avoid I've seen mostly in this 1v1, what with the Aston Martin, the Dodge Viper, and this next one. Now I've drove the Group 4 version, and that was horrendous. I don't know if the Group 3 version is any better, but yeah, I've always thought it's a lot heavy at the front, and again, another one that doesn't like to go around a corner. So Dyson at the moment just off. He's purchasing. He probably didn't have the money. He's probably now doing a couple of races. He's probably doing a grind. He's picked a 30-minute at Le Mans to make some money to buy a Group 3 car. What are they? There he is. There he is. He's in now. He's in the house. And Victor versus Dyson, ladies and gentlemen. And it's the Mercedes AMG GT3 2020. Oh, yeah. We're having our very own little DTM showdown right here, right now, in the Ultimate Racing League. We have them both in the vehicles, ladies and gents. Anytime soon, they will go out for a practice lap. That will be an out lap and then one flying lap. They must not do any more laps after those two. Then the race will begin. 5 laps at Road Atlanta. And I'm telling you, 2 laps practice in a Mercedes just isn't going to cut it. I promise you. And Dyson looks like he has never taken that Mercedes around before, so fun times for him. And Victor has managed to do a couple of miles, and it looks like he gave up. That hasn't seen a championship. That maybe have seen, what, one daily race? Maybe a menu race, and never again has he sat in that car. So, yeah, it looks like both of these not really up to scratch with the vehicles that they are partaking in. And oh my word, Road Atlanta, there is a section of Road Atlanta that can go, I can't say the words, but it begins with an F itself. I am telling you, it's beautiful when you get it right, but if you do not enter it with the right line, if you do not brace, it's a blind corner coming over a hill. It was a blind chicane coming over a hill, and it's just the trickiest. You have to be a ballerina to go through there with any kind of finesse and speed. So we're going to see 2 of URL's best show us how it is done. Victor, Signore Victor versus Dyson. Victor, I followed last season on this channel in League 1, and I can tell you, he is swift. He is fast. He knows how to drive a car. And Dyson then, I've raced, raced as in brackets. I've partaken in the same league as Dyson. I didn't quite race with him. He disappeared down the road whilst I skirmished around for 10th and 9th place. But again, he is swift. This is a huge showdown, ladies and gentlemen. And Muhammad Ali saying another good-looking night. I know, it's exciting. It is exciting. The 1v1s, and this one, everything is at risk. This is their last race, ladies and gentlemen, for some of them. Some of them can go on to take another race, but some of them will have to go home and spend Christmas with their family. This distraction will no longer be here for them. They're going to have to spend time with their loved ones, rather than ignore them and sit on their sim and race, which we all know that's what they'd rather be doing. Look, this is a safe place, gentlemen. We can be honest with each other. okay? We don't have to pretend. So Dyson then slinging Mercedes, ladies and gentlemen, around. So Graham Ali saying another good-looking night. Paul saying that's because it's full of good-looking drivers. And the URL saying, anyone know where Panic at the Tesco is? Florida, I'm guessing. So Dyson then hitting it hard, and we have Victor, Signore Victor. I tell you, man, this is going to be a tight one. I don't know. This is a certain uncertainty. Now, all I do know, because I've seen Dyson sling it as well. Dyson drives on the edge. Dyson drives on the edge, and this is why I said he is not quite alien, but he is knocking on aliens' doors. He has speed of aliens, but the mistakes are there. He has the odd mistake here and there. And Victor also, again, alien-esque, but mistakes have been made. So this is it for these guys. One last showdown. And URL saying, oh, he was supposed to race tonight. I don't know. I thought someone said that he was on holiday or something. I don't know where I read that. In one of the many messenger boards. There's a lot of messenger boards. But it's just because I'm a commentator, so I'm in 2 extra, I guess. 3 extra, because I'm in the group that I'm obviously commentating on. It wouldn't be so many... It's because, yeah, I'm in a 1v1 commentators group. I'm in the 1v1 group. I'm in my league's group. I'm in the team for my league. Well, the team for the championship, Sunday Championships group. I'm in... It's a lot of groups. I've never been so active in Messenger before. I tell you. I like it. Gives me something to read. Instead of ridiculous Reddit posts. JFK is still alive. It was a wax dummy. So here we go then. Dyson versus Victor. This is a hot one, ladies and gentlemen. This is this is a top bill race that we are having in the beginning. You are being served up the hot schnizzle before the prawn cocktail. So let's get it on. And Dyson with a great getaway there, and Victor matching him as they pull down to the first corner. Treacherous corner here, but Dyson has it in control, and Victor, all he can do is look at the back of the Merc as he follows Dyson through. That's the corner I was talking about, where it's blind, and you come down here and the car's weight is distributed all strangely. Then it goes back again up the hill, and you don't know where you are by the time you get to the top of it. But at the moment, Dyson in the lead, and he's pulled away from Victor. Victor not as brave through that scary section of track, but don't worry, they've got to go through it another 4 times, and anything can go. You saw even Dyson's car was wobbling as it changed direction up to down to up. Sorry. In this final bit, we've got another chicane after a bit of a straight, and Victor holding ground by 1 second to Dyson as they come down, and it's going to be a battle of the balls on the brakes, and Dyson there twists the Mercedes in onto the apex. It's beautiful stuff, and Victor matching him as Dyson goes under the bridge, over the hill again, the car being defying gravity as it goes through that final corner virtually flat and heads towards another lap, pulling out another 2/10 on Victor. Dyson really is laying down what he is about. He does not want to spend time with his family over Christmas. He wants to race. Victor, he doesn't mind his family as much, obviously. So Dyson then leads this race, but Dyson picks up a penalty. Oh my word, ladies and gentlemen, Kaz has the last laugh. The sadistic coders are now giggling in their sleep because they just screwed Dyson out of that 1.5 second lead, and Victor is revitalized here on lap 2. He sees something of hope hope in the future. And Victor then has to nail every corner as he chases down the Dyson. Dyson paying his penalty. It's more than half a second though on a very long straight. That kills a lot of time, but Dyson was going fast beforehand. But Victor now closing right up to half a second, and this race on, ladies and gentlemen, with 3 laps remaining. And this one, we are in for a treat here as Dyson though, can he build that up again? He's got the gander round here, ladies and gentlemen, but Victor very close. Even with that penalty, did Dyson get the fastest lap? No, Victor did. Phew. I would have said that is shocking. But Dyson then absolutely now has to play the defensive game. Doesn't have that 1 second bracket that he had before, and he is really going to have to take a bit of a chance. And this is where Victor applies the pressure and pushes Dyson into some mistakes. This is the clash of the Titans. This is the future of the League of Champions, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are coming to haunt your dreams, haunt your nightmares. Victor and Dyson battle it out for a 1v1. And the loser goes home this time, I'm afraid. It's a big scalp to lose this early in the competition, but at the moment Dyson is doing all that he can, all that he needs to stay ahead of the orange Merc, breaking down into the chicane, and Dyson and Victor matching each other corner by corner. It looks like Victor's getting a close one. Looks like Victor's starting to pull him in a little bit. Can he get a little toe? Can he get a bump? He gets another fastest lap on Dyson, and Dyson now is shook. He is shook, ladies and gentlemen. He is second guessing his corner placement. He is second guessing his braking. He has a worry of Victor on his tail, but it seems to be okay. He's gone through that section and absolutely nailed it with pro racer accuracy. That was the word. And Victor, though, closing in again, and this race is not done by a tail of a hair, as these guys battle it out, and Dyson kicking up a bit of dust there, but everything seems to be under control. But Victor is giving no quarter. No quarter is being given by Signore Victor, and he is showing why he should be the challenger of League of Champions next season. It doesn't matter that he's in the drop downs, he's going for a break on the inside, but there is no room there, and all he can do is follow the Mercedes through the chicane, and he has one last effort, one last lap to take this away from Dyson. Dyson, meanwhile, did he get the fastest lap that time? No, Victor still got that fastest lap. And Victor right under his tail with the toe down the short straight as they come to the blind corner, and then the car losing all sense of gravity as it goes down the hill and then back up the hill, just like Jack and Jill. And Victor couldn't get any closer now. Victor really is ready to pounce on Dyson, and Dyson is going to have to dig deep to find... Oh, he's just pulled a nice little bit out there, though, I must say. And Victor at the top of the hill must have lost the car a little bit. He's lost half a second to Dyson, and I think that's enough for Dyson to work with for the rest of this lap. What an intense race, ladies and gentlemen, we have had from the off. Unbelievable. It's not over yet because Victor's got another toe on Dyson, and it could all be the last chicane corner, and it's Victor's having a look. Last chance saloon, remember, ladies and gentlemen. And Dyson, it seems, has it all under control, and Victor then in his trail goes home as Dyson moves on to the next round. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Could you want any more from your racing, ladies and gentlemen? Wow! Thrills, spills, and automobiles is what we are giving you here at the Ultimate Racing League. Oh, you are most welcome, and congratulations for being here. Wow. So Dyson by half a second in the end, but my Lord, Victor walks away with an 18 for, I'm not writing the times down. I haven't got a paper or a pen. And we have to be quick with this next race. This is it, the multiverse. This is the multiverse, ladies and gents. He's here. I saw him come in. Slowpoke. He is here. Slowpoke is here. I am doing the Leo DiCaprio thing from the meme where he's pointing at the TV. Slowpoke is here. He's streaming right now. You can see his stream. He's in our lobby. The versus, the multiverse. It is real. It's happening right now in the URL. Oh, wow. I barely could get over the Dyson thing, and then we go breaking ground by having two streams collide in one event. I am absolutely loving that. Right, we've got a lot of chat we've got to catch up on. Oh, wowzers. And Ultimate Racing League says, does your voice hurt after all this? No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Smith says, go Rossi, go Rossi, go Rossi. Smith saying, such a shame he left League of Champions. Who? Dyson. Vodka Rob saying, good evening, sir. How are you? I'm good, man. Vodka Rob saying, flying Scotsman. Idol saying, evening. Rob saying both races have been insanely good so far. Rob saying my old teammate won in the other half of the draw. Rob saying well done Dyson. Ethan saying I got promoted, and he says let's go. Right, yeah, so we've got Bloomfield and oh hang on, let me have a where are they? I didn't we're still in the old track. No, it's a Mercedes. We're sticking to this. It's the last 16 part 2. Oh, let's calm ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Let us be calm for 1 second, eh? Wow, let's slow this down. This got intense real quick. Was that race 1? Jeez. Wow. Great stuff. Right, so next on the card, we had Bloomfield was racing in race 1 of Lobby 2. And he obviously won his race. Who was it he was showing down with? He was throwing down... Oh, God, I'm doing all sorts now. I'm so excited. He was throwing down with Too Fast for Use. So, yes, he's now moved forward and faces Slowpoke in the Mercedes here at... Oh, wow, bless him. He's had to do 2 races in a row. Slowpoke then, you could go to his YouTube channel. You can see him doing that. He's in my streaming. Why is that blowing me away and not you guys? Why are you guys not as blown away as that? You're like, yeah, that's not a big deal. But it is. It's amazing. Wow. Hey, I grew up in the 80s. That's unbelievable. That would never have happened. They didn't even predict it in sci-fis. I can't get my photo thing to go back to normal. I clicked on it like I wanted to copy. There we go. Back to it then. So here we have Slowpoke versus Bloomfield. Apex Bloom, sorry. He's Bloomfield in the nicknames, but he's known as Apex Bloom on the circuit. On the circuit, we know him as Apex Bloom. But to his friends, he is E. Bloomfield. And on YouTube, he's Ethan. So there you go. Wowzers. So, Smith, yeah, Dyson used to be a League of Champions person. So he obviously dropped out for some reason. Vodka Rob said, Ethan, did you get promoted again? He's gone. He's out of here, ladies and gents. He's on the track, giving it some goose. So let's have a look. What are these guys? Where do they hail from? I think I know Slowpoke is from League 1 and Apex League 2. So yeah, Apex E. Bloomfield racing in League 2 at the moment versus Slowpoke, who had an okay season in League 1. I think he beat himself up a bit, but I think he had some really good racing. I think he had some good finishes, and I think he had a bit of bad luck. And, yeah. So I think he walked away not as happy with his season as I was. I followed it and I thought it was cracker, but yeah, I think he felt like he could do more. But that's the beauty of it. There's always next season. And Vodkrop saying Apex had a cracking race just in the other side. Cracking stuff. Was that in the Mitsubishi at Monza? Oh, Vodka's following both streams. Look, I'm looking at Slowpoke. Oh, he's done his 2 laps. Yes. Parked up and Mark's Bloomfield going faster on the practices by nearly 2 seconds. Is that anything to read into it? Yeah, these two, I think they're quite evenly matched, you know. I think Bloomfield, Apex, I've raced with him. He's faster than me. Everyone's faster than me. But yeah, he was fast in League 3. And I don't know, he's obviously still in League 2, so he didn't cut the mustard to get up into League 1 just yet. And Slowpoke, he was well, I don't know where he finished. I want to say 5th or 6th, but it all shuffled around near the end because some James and Stephen had a really good finish to the season. He really came on strong, so there was a bit of shuffling around in that League 1. It was an interesting league. I'd follow it if I was you. If you're already on the channel, you know, just have a look. I'm gonna do the playlists. I've noticed I've been really slack with my playlists, so yeah, I want to try and put all the leagues in one playlist. You can just sit there and binge, although that's a lot of me. Doesn't need to be a lot of me. Just mute the sound and just watch the racing. Awesome stuff. So here we go then. Apex versus Slowpoke, and you can see this from Slowpoke's point of view on his YouTube channel. The lights are on, ladies and gentlemen. We are a go here for the Showdown Drop Down 16 Part 2 in the Mercedes, and Bloomfield absolute blows the start away, and he's ahead of Slowpoke, but do not count Slowpoke out. I am sure his wife would agree he is better from behind. So Apex then at the moment though holds tight on to that track, and this, look, you can see the Mercedes slipping away, and Slowpoke takes a bit of a lift through that area because it is scary to go through, but Bloomfield absolutely nailed it and shows no fear to Road Atlanta. But you've got to pay respect to the track because the track will bite you, and there you go, the back end goes around and Slowpoke slips one through, and Slowpoke comes, he picks up a bit of damage though. I don't know if that was from Bloomfield's car, and oh, Bloomfield, it absolutely, as we were saying, you have to pay homage and respect to the track, and Slowpoke there toodles on by, and it's a good one for Slowpoke. He gets to continue on in this championship. We still have 5 laps though, do not forget, and it is not over. That can happen to anyone. This is a tricky track, and but Slowpoke, he does have that now 8-second bracket, so he can go a little easier, but not too much easier. If Bloomfield smashes it and catches Slowpoke with his trousers down, then that would be a tough one for Slowpoke to deal with. So this is the way Apex, is his head going to go down? Is he going to go forward and just nail it and go absolute hammer and tong at Road Atlanta? He started with a fire, did he not do? He just had a race over in Lobby 1, and I imagine he felt immortal, ladies and gents. He was riding on a high, and the Mercedes absolutely took a bite as he hit that curb, and you could see the back end just wanted to go. At first it looked like he'd scooped her up, but no, she went running. I didn't press Z as well, I do apologise. Slowpoke then, he's lost a second to Bloomfield, but he can afford to at the moment. And Bloomfield then slinging Mercedes, ladies and gents. He's still got 4 laps to make up. Look at that, 6.9 seconds up on, well, his first lap he did have an off, so. And Slowpoke brings it over the hill and around to finish at lap 2. They are getting through these laps. It is a short race, isn't it? My word. And so Slowpoke, it's looking good for Slowpoke right now. Do you want a preview of his channel? There you go. So Slowpoke absolutely owning it as Bloomfield is picking back the time. He's got the fastest lap of the race. Look at the Mercedes through there. Absolutely defying gravity. And NASA are calling. They want to know how you do that. And Slowpoke, he has time to throw away. He can just relatively take it easy. He's driving down to the corner shop for a pack of B&H and a can of 4X. Oh, Paul Bloomfield getting the dreaded penalty. And that has to be it now. It doesn't look like Slowpoke is going to make a mistake. And Slowpoke gets to move on to the next round. I think it's the quarterfinals of the drop-downs. So another bite of the cherry for Slowpoke. And unfortunately, Bloomfield, he's going to have to spend a bit of time with his family, it seems. Although we've still got 2 laps remaining, and never count it out. Never. Bloomfield still has the fastest lap of the race. It's up to 8 seconds, but that is just the time of a spin. And if Slowpoke was to chuck it away, chasing after a fastest... No, he's not chasing fastest laps, ladies and gentlemen. Slowpoke is driving steady. I think he is making sure. He is taking no chances, and he's bringing that Mercedes home and paying homage and respect to the racetrack. And another penalty then, as Apex throws everything he has at this race. He does not want to give up. He can still see Slowpoke. I just saw him pop over the hill down into that corner. So all the time he can still see that car. He is going to push like the devil is on his passenger seat. And that Apex absolutely racing with all he has, all the muster he's got. And they go on to the final lap now, and the gap is 8.9 seconds. And Slowpoke just cruising. He's on cruise control, ladies and gents. No surprises, no alarms. Just bring it home. The job was done on lap 1, and all he has to do is see the checkered flag with no dramas, and he can progress through to the next round of the drop-down section of this amazing 1v1 championship that the Ultimate Racing League, I think it's Alistair and Alasdair and Alexander have put on for us. Amazing job, amazing stuff. Bloomfield then cracking on in the Mercedes, but it's Slowpoke who takes the victory. And what a drive, you've got to say. He did it right. It looked like he backed off right in those early corners, but he knew what was coming, and he brought that car home facing the right way. And Apex gave everything he got, and he got the fastest lap of a 19.6, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable pace. Wowzers. That was an exciting race for a totally different reason than the first one. Fantastic stuff. And Slowpoke then moves on to the next round. And Apex, he gets to go home. And that was a beautiful race. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what do we have next? I haven't got a clue. It's like Frozen. We're into the unknown. We've had race 4 on my card. We've had race 2 on Lobby 2's card. So what have we got next? Oh, fantastic stuff, guys. Fantastic stuff. Great racing. And Bloomfield, he's not hanging around. He's getting on with Christmas early. And Slowpoke, he's nipped off as well because he's got to get back to lobby 2 to carry on with the stream. Go over there and check out his stream. He'll be buzzing. He'll be bouncing off the wall. So Unforgiven is in a Mercedes. This is a big card. Bailey versus Unforgiven. My good golly gosh. Both League of Champions drivers are now... Ethan saying it's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame, man, but you were going for it, man. You were giving nothing up. You didn't give a lift or anything. You attacked. And it was scary watching it. Osman saying, what go on? We are having some fantastic racing, Osman. You cannot describe what we are witnessing here this evening. It has been, this is part 5 weeks of amazing 1v. Who would have thunk just 2 cars on the track? That is usually a bad evening in GT lobbydom, but the URL have turned it around and made it exciting. It has been an absolute blast of a championship so far, and we are now moving into a big race. One of these are going home. It's either going to be Bailey or Unforgiven. And here we go. Oh, and Vodkarov saying that Apex has improved no end. Vodkarov saying, I'll try not to talk about food tonight. Vodkarov saying, I always spin there as well on the Road Atlanta course. Vodkarov saying, keep it neat, smooth. Ethan saying it's a shame I spun. Osman saying what go on. Ethan saying haha. And Vodkarov saying bad luck, Ethan. It was a cracking race, Ethan. I loved it. I was here for it, and I salute you for the attempt. You could see you absolutely went in that with the attack on. And I don't think you saw it, but as you left, Slowpoke said he felt guilty winning. So, if that's any consolation whatsoever. Ethan saying, yeah, it was a shame, think I had the pace, but was familiar with the Merc here. And Smith saying, fast laps coming up, 17s. Agent Smith thinks it's going to be at the 17s. I'm here for it. And Ethan saying, no, it's all good. It's all fun.
In your first race, though, Ethan fired.
Yes, the Sim Lord giveth and the Sim Lord taketh away, Ethan. You had one good race, one bad race. That is pretty much, I take them odds. I'll take that. I usually have 4 bad races, 1 good race. So the ratio's not too bad. So Bailey in a lucky strike, yes. Oh, gives me nostalgic feelings of last season. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Bailey then. I don't even think Bailey was a lucky strike driver, so I don't know if he's borrowed someone's. So they've done their 2 laps. I was chatting through the chat and all sorts, all the way through the practice laps. And Vodkarov saying, awesome in your first race though, Ethan. Ethan saying, yeah, my first race was insane. My heart was beating so hard and my little ADH brain was on overdrive. Ethan says, can't wait for Sunday the 5th of January. Yeah, baby. But I think if you go looking, I saw one of the lobbies was going to have a little practice race. League 3, the old League 3. You must be still friends with some people from League 3. I think they're having a bit of a lobby race. Just something to do. I almost put on there, hey, no, you should be watching me and Mark Wilson's streams. But no, they've gone off racing. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. It's a showdown with the lowdown. Bailey versus Unforgiven. Big card, big scalp. Who's going through? Who's going home? Only they can decide. The lights are on, and it is go. It's a so-so start from both of them. And Bailey, though, does have his nose out on front. And Unforgiven coming back at him, but he's on the outside. And Bailey, he puts his dominance there onto the apex. And, oh, Unforgiven, though, absolutely nipping at his heels. And Unforgiven again, having a look. It's a dangerous place to start having a look. And I hope Unforgiven's brakes work, as we see a lot of cloud kick up there. And I think he gave Bailey a little love punt there as Bailey comes out of the corner. And Unforgiven is leaving nothing aside, ladies and gentlemen. He is motivated to go through to another round. And Bailey is an absolute alien, and he will not allow anyone past, no matter how good and what the talent pool is. They do not beat Bailey. Never. Even though he's in the drop down, someone beat Bailey, obviously. But Bailey will not be beaten a second time. But Unforgiven wants to buck the trend. He's going for the move. He had the toe. He's under the brakes. Is it enough to get through the corner? My good golly gosh, Bailey almost alongside all the way. And Unforgiven snatches the lead away from Bailey. And now we have to see what Bailey has. He's a fast driver. Is he a fast racer, ladies and gentlemen? That is the question. Can he dice it? Can he dice with the best of them and come back from second place? Unforgiven at the moment, showing him the exhaust pipe and saying, that, sir, is what you're getting during this race. Now leave me alone. But Bailey, fast as fury itself, will come back at Unforgiven and on the attack will leap upon the Napa car and absolutely destroy him. That's in his mind. I'm just saying it's a scenario. At the moment, though, Unforgiven doing an absolute splendid job of losing time in that corner because Bailey was late on the brakes and hanging on to the back of the Merc with just hope and dreams, I believe, kept that Merc on the road with the speed he took into that one. And Unforgiven, just his heart must be in his mouth right now. He must not be believing his eyes as he drives through. And half the battle before he went into battle with Bailey is he was racing Bailey. And that would put fear into any man or machine. And Unforgiven, though, absolutely, even the AI jump out of Bailey's way when he plays the solo campaign on GT7. The AI aren't interested. Everyone else the AI drive into, they avoid Bailey. So Unforgiven, though, at the moment is doing the job of many men couldn't. Many men have tried. Many men have come here to do what Unforgiven is doing at the moment, and he's pulling away, ladies and gents. He is rattling Bailey's cage. Bailey's cage is rattled, and Unforgiven absolutely smashing it when the time is right. We're on lap 3 of 5 at the moment. There is 8/10 in this race. These guys are racing on the very edge of the grip and the realms of gravity. Bailey doesn't know what else he can do. He's dropped back nearly a second now on Unforgiven. Call it dirty air, call it pushing too hard, but Unforgiven, it has to be said, is not only rattling Bailey's cage, but I believe he'd be rattling a couple of cages in the League of Champions, as he has newly been promoted and they probably had him written off. But Unforgiven showing he is no slouch and he is no scrap at the side. He is the real deal, ladies and gents. Oh, Bailey's picked up a penalty, and Kaz with his sadistic coders are laughing at him. They're all stood there, Bailey. They're watching the stream, Kaz and all his coders. Ha 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 ha. They're evil, I tell thee. They're evil. And their ridiculous corner infringements. Unforgiven then, he can give a little time away now. He feels he can give a little time to Bailey, as Bailey has to pay half a second to Kaz, whilst Unforgiven just absolutely nails every corner he comes across. The warrior that he is. Oh, Mrs. Unforgiven, prepare yourself. He's going to be going through you later. I mean, he's going to be giving you a fine time later on. Trust. So Bailey at the moment, more time lost with that penalty, and he is running out of laps, ladies and gentlemen. And Unforgiven is absolutely lighting up the screens. He has widened eyes around here. And he has rewrote the history books as Unforgiven, with a display of dominance and large testicles, has come here at Road Atlanta to prove his worth. And he has beaten the best. Bailey, he's going to have to go. Oh, and Bailey's lost it altogether, but it was his or hope. He had to put it all on the line. And Unforgiven then brings it on home victorious. He gets to race another day. And what an absolute display from Unforgiven. And I apologise, Bailey, I'm hamming it up, man. You're a super fast man. It's just a bit of fun. Don't be upset. So Unforgiven, what a drive. Look, give Unforgiven his day. I've watched him in League One. It's gone wrong many a time, trust me. Unforgiven doesn't get that. He gets a couple of glory days, trust me. But, you know, let him have this one, Bailey. Amazing work then, Unforgiven. Cracking stuff as he comes around the final corner, and his Unforgiven goes through to the next round as Bailey, I hope he likes the Christmas decorations, because he's going to be staring at them for a little longer. And there he goes, crossing the line. Cracking race, guys, cracking race. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Fantastic. Hoo-wee. Tiger. Hey? Hey? Where do you get your excitement from on a Sunday evening? I ask you. And there you go, Unforgiven, 18-8. Someone guessed 17s, but not quite, not quite. It's yet to come. Oh, let's see, what chat did we have then? Real Osman saying, fair play, Alex ain't playing. Real Osman saying, wowzer. And Real Osman saying, that's it, it's all over. And Smith saying, fair play, Alex, a great drive. Great drive. There, you was definitely the underdog. Great stuff from Unforgiven. I bet you he is doing laps around his room at the moment. I bet he is dancing in the living room with his pants on, his Y fronts. It's all dangling out there. You can imagine it. He is, that was a huge scalp that Unforgiven just taken. Wowzers. Whoa, ladies and gents, what's next? Who knows? Who knows? We've had some big races, some big upsets. It's been an evening of ups and downs. And that's Road Atlanta for you. So I could have Phaser. It looks like there is no panic at the Tesco. No one can find him. We still have a Phaser in the room, bless him, waiting for someone to race. And he is down to race Harry Poppins if he gets past panic at the Tesco. And we also have Paul and Motor Storm Hero. We have Paul in a Mercedes, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have raced. Have they? No, that was Idle. Sorry, Paul. But they may have raced each other. They're both in League One. No, Paul was already in League One. Motorstorm Hero has been promoted to League One. So they get a taster, ladies and gentlemen. They get a little palletizer of what is to come for next season. With a showdown between Paul E72 and Motorstorm Hero. We are in for a TREAT, ladies and gentlemen. That is the hot brew, done and dusted. It was cracking. And thank you for asking. So, Paul in his Merc with the Patronus colours. Goodbye, Lewis. Thanks for all you did. I'm not a Lewis fan, it's just, you know, Mercedes could have made a bit more effort, in my opinion. I mean, he won them a lot of world championships. They won him a world championships, but I mean, he was the nut behind the wheel. So, come on. Pay homage to a legend. You corporate whore machines. And Motorstorm Hero then. Sorry, that was a bit rich, wasn't it? I apologise. On a Sunday evening as well. My word. Just felt it was a little bit underwhelming, really. He's how many championships did he take there? He had one, didn't he? So he won 6 while he was there and robbed 1. I'm saying robbed 1. He left the door wide open. He could have bloody raced Max. He didn't have to bend over. I know he had old tyres on, but I've seen people with old tyres race people before. So don't. I think he could have put some effort in. Yes, the odds were stacked towards his components. Towards Max's favour. It was unfair. But Lewis, this is the moment. This is the moment you step up and you make a name, and you hold that little Dutchman back. You keep the dogs of war back for at least 5 laps. You can do it. 3 laps even, wasn't it? You can do it. You were Lewis bloody Hamilton. But no, first corner, bent over. So, you know, I don't have no sympathy. But I just think for a man who's given so much to a team and was the face of the team, they could have done a little bit more for him come the end of the season. And that is my little soapbox. You know, I'm allowed one. You don't have to listen. There's a skip button. If you hit the side of the screen, no, not if you're watching live, unfortunately. But if you're watching this back, you can just click on. It's Paul's fault. He triggered me with the Patronus livery. Now ask me what I think about I nearly swore. Ask me what I think about Ferrari. Because I can rant about them for a good old while. Do you know what? I might do. You sacked the wrong person, all right? That's all I'm saying on it. You sacked the wrong driver, you flipping idiots. And I don't think you hired it wasn't a great hire either. He is a bit washed. He's mid now, and you've paid a lot of money for a mid driver. Well done. You know, there is stronger and hungrier out there, but go on then. Well, that was a shortened rant, but you know, just Ferrari in general. I want to love that team. I so want to be a Ferrari fan, but they make it so difficult. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we are for race, God knows where. It's race 3, is it not? Is it 4? 1, 2, 3. I think it's race 4 of the evening. Motorstorm Hero versus Paul. And this is going to be interesting. The lights are out. Paul making a better start. He looked like he moved before Motorstorm Hero. And my good golly gosh, Paul, though, he's got a hard job around the outside. Motorstorm Hero is going to be on his motor. Paul's gone ahead. Paul has gone ahead, and oh my good golly gosh, Motorstorm Hero taking it relatively easy early doors. And Paul absolutely nailing the Mercedes to the wall. I mean, it's his chosen car. Look at the miles he's got on it. 4,363 miles. Motorstorm Hero is brand new. So Paul knows the Merc well, it seems, but that doesn't mean nothing. Like I said, you never know when those miles were done, and if it's in time trial, the balance of power isn't on. And now Motorstorm Hero wants to make a race of this one, and he's putting the pressure on Paul, and Paul's back in, nearly stepping out from him. And Motorstorm Hero, that is a small invite, but it's an invite he will take happily as he gets himself into the tow and has a look. It might be a little too early for that tow, and he's trying to pull back into it again, and it's just one of them do or die halfway down the straights, and it's there's not much he can do, and there's not much room there. He has a look, but Paul sees him off, and then he switches the side, but Paul has that Mercedes planted on the apexes and gives Motorstorm Hero no more invitation. But Motorstorm Hero up the inside here now for the final corner. He's going for it, he's going for it, he's going for it. Oh my lord. And Paul just Motorstorm Hero loses the front end somehow, and Paul just carries on. And I don't think there was any contact. I think it was tight, but I think it wasn't anything untoward there. We'll have a quick other look as they carry on. So Paul just ahead of Motorstorm Hero as they come over the hill. Motorstorm Hero alongside him. Oh, it was the curb, ladies and gentlemen. It was the curb, but fantastic racing from the pair of them. But I think Motorstorm Hero just on the curb a little bit too much. Paul gave him just enough room for racing. And now Paul with that 8 seconds. But Motorstorm Hero, we've seen him. I'm telling you, never count him out. He's a absolute fast driver. And I wouldn't think that he couldn't catch Paul up from this point. So Paul, though, doing what needs must, and he is challenging the racetrack with his car, and he's doing a fantastic job so far. And now Motorstorm Hero pulling back time already. It's gone from 7. It was 7 point something seconds down to 7 seconds. So Motorstorm Hero is getting on with the job of putting the pressure on. 25.8 from Motorstorm Hero there. Oh, it looks like he's had 2 rough laps actually. So Paul absolutely nailing each corner as they come. And a super drive. And Motorstorm Hero has pulled back another 7/10 on Paul, and it could get fruity. This could get a little spicy before the end of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Paul's going to have to make a decision. Does he want to keep it sensible? Does he want to keep it sensible and just let Motorstorm Hero rock up to the back of him? Or does he want to risk a little bit and make sure Motorstorm Hero can't rock up to the back of him? He's felt the wrath of Motorstorm Hero. A couple of corners. He knows Motorstorm Hero is not scared of slinging it into a gap that doesn't exist. Not in a bad way, in an absolute super sim racing way. Motorstorm Hero can absolutely find the gaps you don't intend to leave for him. So Paul at the moment down into 5 seconds now, and 19.7 from him. It is a rapid pace in the Mercedes around Road Atlanta, but Motorstorm Hero an 18.5. What was that? That was the Realms. That's faster than Bailey or Unforgiven went, wasn't it? So Paul he's losing about a second a lap, but we're on lap 4 of 5. Everything should be okay for Paul as long as he doesn't do anything silly like push harder, because he feels that Motorstorm Hero is coming at him at a rapid pace. The job is done in this race. You just need to bring it home. Don't have to impress anyone. No one needs to see a purple. So Paul, 5 seconds now, from nearly 7.5 seconds down to 5 seconds. Motorstorm Hero will be kicking whatever mammal he calls a pet, likely a cat, as he gets out of the rig. And Paul then down to 4 seconds, but Paul, oh, no, Paul wrestling the Mercedes over the hill, and Motorstorm Hero may have one lap here, one absolute lap to do damage, but Paul is not going to risk anything this final lap. You know it, 3.5 seconds, and Paul nearly threw it all away here. Don't forget the loser leaves. After this one, there is no more racing, there is no more showdown, there is no more 1v1. This is the end of the road for one of these drivers, and Paul down to 2.9 seconds, 2.8 seconds. He's feeling it, but he knows every corner is closer to the checkered flag. Every corner he needs to stay ahead of Motorstorm Hero, who is going faster yet again. And Paul is absolutely clinging on in the Mercedes. Maybe not. Maybe the panic isn't real, but it's real for me. I'm scared of every curb he goes over. As Motorstorm Hero gets it. Oh, Motorstorm Hero gets done by Kaz and his sadistic coders. And Paul is at 1.7 seconds ahead, but this is going to help Motorstorm Hero unable to claim any ground back along the straight. And now we only have 2 corners left for Paul to claim the next round of the 1v1s. Unbelievable racing, guys. Fantastic stuff as Paul crosses the line, but Motorstorm Hero absolutely nailed that race. And what a cracker. What an absolute bean shaker, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic stuff. Flashman in the chat saying, what about Ferrari then, Figgy? Feel me? No, you're all right. McLaren all day long for me, says Vodka. Dice, don't get me started on Lando either. Dyson says, unlucky Motorstorm, it's one of them tracks. And the Ultimate Racing League saying, I'm shaking like mad after that. I bet you are, Unforgiven. Fantastic job. Well done. Well done. Superb. Oh, my lordy. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul goes through. Motorstorm goes home. Has anyone still seen Panic at the Tesco? Does anyone know where Panic at the Tesco is? We need Panic at the Tesco. Oh, jeez. What a roller coaster night. This is the drop downs. This isn't... Do you know, there was all this talk about, oh, we're going to save the finals, the quarterfinals and the semis and try and get it all done in one big bumper stream. There's no escaping. Every stream is a big bumper stream. Every stream is absolutely high octane, stressful, dramatic. There is no pinnacle of these streams. It's the competition. You've got a competition that every round is just absolutely laden with every bit of racing you could possibly want. Oh, wowzers. So, let's have a look. Have we got anything left on the card? Winner of 65. That would have been either... Phaser then might go through to meet Unforgiven or Bailey at this rate. And Victor, he's facing Paul. So we'll either have Dyson, sorry. It was Dyson that won, wasn't it? God, it was only this stream, and so long ago. It's Motorstorm Hero versus Paul. That's a straightforward one. That wasn't even any drop downs or anything or anyone messing about. Oh, so Paul's got to go again. No, we've just had Motorstorm Hero and Paul. I'm losing it, ladies and gents. It's too much adrenaline, too much of that stuff that your brain produces when you get excited. I am on a sim racing high. I don't know where we are. I'm just looking at names and saying, that'll do. Let's race. Let's just go. God knows how Unforgiven and Dirtview does this. Honest to God. So what have we got? Phaser wants to race, but he's gone through 3 people so far. He's won 3 races at the moment. He's won Panic at the Tesco. He's won Harry Poppins, and now he might be facing Unforgiven. Oh, Pete. Unforgiven and Phaser it is. Yeah, well done, Phaser. He has made his way through the ranks. And this is a totally other track. Well, where are we at now? Brands Hatch in the Lexus RCF GT3. Roller coaster, ladies and gentlemen. Roller coaster. That's all I'm saying. It is crazy. It's gone crazy. What's this package? There's packages steadily showing up from Amazon every day. Well, more. Something else has just turned. I think this was me. I can't say. My dad's present, I'll say, rather than what it is. Yeah, that's my dad's present. Whee! Christmas shopping's never been so easy. I sit outside having a fag and open an app and think, oh, they'll like that. And then the next day it turns up. 2 of my wife's presents turned up. Luckily, she wasn't in because it wasn't covered. So, Phaser, oh my word, was Phaser League 3, bless him? This is a mighty, mighty scalp, Phaser. If he makes a mistake and you go through, he's just beat Bailey. He's already printing off the t-shirt. I've just seen him. He's messaged me saying, do you want to beat Bailey t-shirt? I beat Bailey t-shirt. So, Phaser League 3 in my league, facing Unforgiven from the League of Champions. Hoo-wee! That's a huge, huge one. Unforgiven still shaking from his earlier race. And let's have a look. He's done it. He knows the Lexus, ladies and gentlemen. He's done a fair few miles on her. And it looks like Phaser has done a daily race in her and decided never to race her again. So, yeah, Unforgiven. 44 miles. It's usually a given, isn't it? It's either something you've had to use it for during the menus, doing the solo campaign, or it's you've done one daily race in it. Or two, maybe. But yeah, Phaser. In the Lexus, just having a practice around Brands of Hatch. That is the track for me. Brands Hatch. I absolutely adore Brands Hatch. Hate racing there. It's a bizarre thing, but I love the track. Drive around it all day on my own. Put me in a bunch of cars. Can't stand it. Really, it freaks me out. Where to put your car? You can't put your car on the outside if someone's on the inside of you. There's never seems to be. I've got car placement at Brands Hatch. Seems a struggle. So I end up backing out of everything. Can't make a move because I just back out of everything thinking, oh, I can't put my car up the inside. I'm obviously going to slide out and hit them off. And that isn't good etiquette, is it? It's happened to me and people say, well, it's an overtaking manoeuvre. But I don't know. I don't know if I can call it that. So they've had their 2 laps of practice. Agent Smith in the track saying best track on the game. Love the track. I'm not saying anything bad about Brands. It's my go-to track just to go around and smash a car. It's a good track for feeling. But yeah, it never goes well for me in a pack. Either I'm in front and they come up the inside of me in those fast Hawthorns and stuff, and then I end up, they slide out and I end up off the road, or I back out of it because I don't want to pull that move on them. Anyway, doesn't matter. Unforgiven and Phaser versus on the track Brands Hatch in the Lexus. I'm guessing this is like the final 8, maybe. Phaser's beat 3 people tonight without even turning a wheel. That's amazing. And here we go then. And Phaser gets the better start. Phaser pulls away. No, he doesn't. Sorry, that's Unforgiven. I'm looking at the wrong person. Sorry, Unforgiven gets a better start. Oh, poor Phaser. And I was really surprised there. I was looking at the wrong guy. So Unforgiven... I am really frazzled. And it's been a hard racing evening, ladies and gents. Even I might have met my match tonight with some of the matches we've had. But Unforgiven, he was the man who started better, and he's pulling away steadily, but Phaser is matching him and closing in round there. They choose different lines, but Phaser looks like he's wrestling the back of the Lexus, and it's Unforgiven getting a jump start now. Got a little second under his belt to play with. And Vodka's saying I'm rubbish at Brands. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I love the track. I'm just not the best at it. But I've fun on my own. Anyway, Phaser racing Unforgiven, and Unforgiven on a high after taking Bailey. And oh my God, Bailey! Phaser has absolutely binned it in the fast part of the track. And it is over, ladies and gentlemen. Unforgiven is now just demonstrating how to drive the Lexus around Brands Hatch. He has to risk nothing. He doesn't have to put himself in any kind of risk at all. He just needs to bring it around 5 laps. And Phaser, it's only 5 seconds. We saw bigger gaps get shortened at lesser tracks. So Phaser, he could still push on, but that Lexus really squealing through the corners like she doesn't want to turn. And Phaser's finding the understeer is real in the Lexus. And I think it's meant to be a well-balanced car, but it looks to me like the front nose of that car suddenly does want to go in. It didn't, then did. Unforgiven then builds it up to 7.5 seconds. And he is really sending a message out there today in his Colgate car. Sorry, man. I know it's laser. It looks awesome. Side of it looks like you've been sponsored by Colgate. And Phaser, he's not letting it rattle him. That he's slipped a bit of time. He is nailing those corners. Oh, he is absolutely. He's another person who's going to beat me next season, isn't it? It's another person in League 3 that's going to beat me. It's another person I'm going to be driving behind. So, Phaser, absolutely slinging Lexus, ladies and gents. Slinging Lexus around Kent in a simulated race between Unforgiven, who is leaving no prisoners this evening in his wake. Just corpses. The man is taking scalps and playing no games. And Phaser, you were just in the way of Unforgiven, I'm afraid. So Phaser still looks to be fighting that Lexus. Looks like he is not used to what the machinery wants to do in the corners. He goes in with best intent, and the car seems to disagree mid-corner with him. So it looks to me like Phaser is negotiating with the Lexus right now, and unable to go up against Unforgiven, who is absolutely planted. He's not playing. He has now picked up the eye of the tiger, and he is pushing to the end. He wants the winner of the drop downs, and he's taking a big scalp going there. So who else is he going to have to face? Agent Smith? Can he beat Agent Smith? We've still got a long way in this championship. I don't know how they're going to wrap it all up. It's crazy. They really did bite off a big chunk of that championship, didn't they? So Unforgiven, 10 seconds now ahead of Phaser with 2 laps to go. And Phaser with a 27.1 is no match for Unforgiven's 24.6. That is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. So after this, I haven't got a clue, you know. I think it's going to be Paul versus Dyson. And it's another strong race, ladies and gentlemen. Another strong race. So far, though, Phaser still in extreme negotiations with... It is a Lexus, isn't it? I have been saying the right car all this time. Yeah, that big loser sign on the front. Why would you pick a car that's got a big L on the front, you know? If you grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s, the L sign was not a great look, let's say. Yeah, the L sign not the best look in the world. So yeah, let's buy a car with a big L on the front of it. That's cooking. That's cooking on high meth. So Unforgiven slams another lap, goes into his final lap, and like I said, it was a demonstration drive, but did he do a 119.4 after 225s? No, 24.7. The hell was that? So yeah, good fast lap from Unforgiven, and he's not messing this evening, is he, ladies and gents? He is on high butane or something. That man has been sniffing on the nos. And before tonight, Unforgiven has been sucking on the gas can. And vodka, let us know, is a usual Sunday evening fish and chips, mushy peas ordered, ready for the end. Hey man, I had chip shop yesterday. I had 2 jumbo sausages in batter. I had mushy peas and I had chips, and they were crisp. They were lovely. The local chip shop, they went soggy with their chips and I couldn't eat them. Don't like slushy soft chips. I like chips that have a crispness to the outside. And yeah, the one a little further away cooks them properly, and happy days. It was a good feast. So Unforgiven, bringing it on. Vodka Rob with the emojis. He loves it when he gets me talking about the food. And he knows if he's going to mention food, he's going to get me talking about the food. So Unforgiven then, trailing away to them finals. Unbelievable. Shame he didn't drive like that in the competition, in the main part of the competition. Suddenly comes alive in the drop downs, eh? Now I'm joking, Unforgiven. I don't want to take anything away from you. And Phaser, He put his all in, but I think the car beat him today. I don't think he felt the car. He didn't have the faith in the car. So, good attempt, though. Great attempt. But Unforgiven, I don't think anyone could face him. Not even Bailey could face down with Unforgiven today. Unbelievable from Unforgiven. And there we go. 24-6 around Brands Hatch in the Lexus RCF GT3 2017. What next, I hear you ask? I'm going to have to find the battery charger for my iPad. It's going to die. Oh, it's Dyson and Paul next. There we go. And Paul already in the RC with Dyson in the RC. This is good. This is smooth operation here. We are flying, ladies and gents. I think isn't that all our races? Oh, this could be our last race. Have we got any more? Panic and Hairy Poppins really screwed us over a good couple of races. Luckily, though, we had Slowpoke pop over to race E. Bloomfield. So let's have a look at Paul. We've seen these two races already tonight as well. It's fun. It's fun that we're getting them all in. We're seeing them progress and digress, I guess. So Paul and Dyson both winners this evening, but there can only be one, like Highlander. Hey, does that mean Dyson's got a good chance? Because Paul's a lot more south from the Highlander. He might not even know what the Highlander is. But Dyson, being Scottish, he should know what the Highlander is. Don't tell me it's losing its coercion. There can only be one. Right, I'm going to go and try and find a battery pack while they're having a practice. 2 secs, guys. Coolio, yes. Power bank, sorry, battery pack. Sounds like I'm a kid of the 80s. Next I'll be saying I'm listening to my Casio stereo. So, yes, power bank. I found a power bank to plug into my iPad. So we were all right. We're juiced up and ready to go. Where are we? We've got Dyson versus Paul. Big showdown. We've both seen these display their abilities this evening. We've seen them both absolutely lay down the law. And now they have to show down to each other, stare each other in the eyes, go mano man, mano a mano. They've got to duke it out, toe to toe, in the Lexus, ladies and gentlemen. And this one is gonna be a dumb dinger. Who will move on to the next series? The next round. 5 laps of Brands Hatch. And we've just seen an absolute smashing display from Unforgiven. And what will we see here from Dyson and Paul? And again, a great series held by the Ultimate Racing League. You can find Ultimate Racing League on Facebook. Just search for the Ultimate Racing League, and you can get involved in this racing. Probably not the 1v1s, but throughout the championships. There is everything going on. Wednesdays, Saturdays, Sundays. Their race cup runneth over. Here we go then, ready for a race here between Dyson and Paul. The lights are on. Race on, boys. And Dyson off to a great start, but so is Paul. Nothing in it between the two of them, but Dyson claims the first corner at Paddock Hill Bend, and Paul following him through with great ferocity. And Dyson then breaking for Druids, and Paul is there nipping at his heels. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a race of skills from these two drivers, absolutely laying down everything they've got. And Paul at the moment in the Coca-Cola Lexus having a look at the inside of Dyson 46, who slides wide, but so does Paul, and they hold station. Paul gets a good tow coming down the back straight and up to a very fast part, and this is the one I'm saying you don't know whether or not to go up the inside, because you only ever slide out. Was there a little contact there? I'm not sure going in, but everything stays the same with Paul right up the jacksie of Dyson. His Ruderi Air, ladies and gentlemen. Paul again having a little look to see if there's a space, and these guys are leaving nothing on the track, absolutely nothing. And Paul is all over the back of the curb and still clings on, but loses a bit of time to Dyson. And Paul now, he's going to have to just knuckle down and try and claim that 4/10 back, as Dyson is doing everything he can to stay ahead at this fantastic track. The Lexus then looking a lot more drivable in Dyson and Paul's hands. Poor old Phaser having nothing but understeer issues, as Dyson at the moment jumping on those curbs with Paul all over the back, and dirty air means nothing to Paul. He just fights his way through it. Oh, again a little wide from Paul. Oh, and that's it. That's it. As I mentioned, the dirty air as they come through Graham Hill Bend. He saw, oh, Dyson slowed down a bit to make a race of it. Surely not. He has, you know. So Paul, there was a flash from Paul. I didn't press the Z again, but it's only 1.3 seconds lost anyway, so I'm not sure. 1 second, so I don't know if Dyson lifted a little. Maybe he nearly lost the car as well and had to lift out of it. They both went in there with extraordinary speed, and Paul with the dirty tyres now struggling through the corners as Dyson back up to speed again, and he's starting to get those lap times down, and Paul is really fighting with that Lexus. Maybe it's the dirty air that makes the Lexus so unhandleable. It is a car chosen at random, so it's the same for everyone and in the same hands. So Dyson at the moment 19.3. I forgot to look. It was 18.4, wasn't it, or something like that? 1.5 seconds to Dyson at the moment, but Paul is absolutely leathering it. Look at him with the back end. He's getting purples as he hunts himself a Dyson, but Dyson so far is doing all he has to do to stay ahead, and all the little side steps that the car is making is costing Paul against Dyson. He's pulled it out to 2 seconds now, and Paul over driving the Lexus perhaps, but he has to. He's in second. This is the last race for whoever comes in second, and nobody wants to come in second. So Dyson at the moment, he's pulled a little more time out now, just staying cool, calm, collected, driving the car, cruising, not cruising, but just feeling his way around Brands Hatch, as Paul has to fight the Lexus to try and build some more pace and speed out of her so we can go on the attack. We're on lap 3 of 5, still not over. I've seen Dyson before facing the wrong way on more than one occasion, so Dyson is prone to mistakes now and again. At the moment though, doing a solid job this evening. 2 races, 2 wins, possibly 2-second lead at the moment, with Paul chasing him down And Paul absolutely trying to nail everything he's got to it. 23.9 from Dyson. And 24.5 is the best that Paul can come up with. These two are in the same league, are they not, next season? That'd be interesting, will it not? I don't know why I said all that in high pitch. There was no need for it. So let me have a look. Paul, League One. Dyson, yeah, League One. So this is a taster for next season. And Paul having a little taste of both of them, Motorstorm Hero and Dyson. And at the moment, he didn't mind Motorstorm, but Paul not enjoying the Dyson experience, and he's off now. And that has to be the end of his campaign, ladies and gentlemen. Dyson moving himself onwards and upwards through to the next part of the campaign. Dyson has driven with such tenaciousness and tenacity that he can be crowned a pro sim racer for sure as he goes into the final lap. And Paul, the barrier is not his friend. In the chat, Vodka Rob saying can't beat a proper chippy, and Vodka Rob saying the Flying Scotsman strikes again. He really is of alien build, my friends. And Jay Dyson then having a humdinger. And we had a lovely... Ooh, the back end nearly stepping out on him. But I'm sure he has it all under control. Grohammed Ali saying Slowpoke will go up against Derg after this race. Hey, we're getting the multiverse crossing over again. Is he going to be streaming, or are they done over there? And I've not done Derg before. Ooh, and I'm sure he always seems to put himself in the other lobby. I think he's scared of me. Doesn't want my opinions. So, yeah, Paul's dropped back even further now, Paul. Just having a bit of fun. And that's it now. Another one that's going to be staring at the Christmas cards for the rest of the year as Dyson goes on to race again. And a great campaign so far, Dyson. Great evening's racing. Well done. They who came got beat. Well done, Dyson. Paul, great effort, man. Brilliant start, but I think you just you were asking too much from the Lexus. She didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it. That sounds a bit wrong. The car didn't want to do what you wanted it to do. Let's just put it that way. What a great set of races. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting a little bit of Slowpoke and Dirge View. We haven't ever seen him race, I'm pretty sure. He always seems to be in the other lobby. So another job well done for Dyson there. Great stuff.
Can you jump into our lobby and do comms for Mark v me after the race we have going ATM?
Can you jump into our lobby and do comms for Mark versus me after the race we have going at the moment? Okay, so is this one done now? Well, thanks, guys. Everyone in this one, yeah, it's all done. So we're just going to nip over to lobby 2. I think I've got everything I need to get. I've got that last replay. Oh, I feel like I'm grabbing my bag quickly and scooting off. So here we go then, exiting, and we're going to go and find someone else's lobby. It better be there. Ooh. Into the unknown, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into the lobby section. It's like an airport. There's lots of places to go. Oh, come on, I've just been connected to your bloody network for the last bloody hour and a half, haven't I? You suddenly need to check my network environment. So we're getting Dirge View and Slowpoke. Showdown. And let's have a look then. Who do you think's that's League One, that's Graham. Oh no, Real Osman. URL League One? Oh, I was Lobby One, he was League One. Oh, not confusing whatsoever. Unless this is a race or something. He says 1v1 though, doesn't it? So let's delve in, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See, now we get it's the opposite way round. Earlier on, you got to see from Mark Wilson's. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on his videos. Him coming into our lobby, and now we've gone into his lobby, and at the moment they're racing Toten and Aussie Rooster, and I'm not going to click on because this is Slowpoke who's doing the coverage of that, so you'll have to watch his channel for that race. There you go, eh? Bit of cross promotion. We know that race is happening, but we're not going to go and watch it because you have to watch the other stream for that, eh? That's how that stuff works. It's called about demand. Phaser saying, I hate this track and I'm really bad at it too. It did not show, Phaser. You put up a good, strong fight. And I mean, that was your third or fourth race of the night, my friend. You beat 3 people already tonight. So kudos to you. The most wins tonight, I'd say, Phaser. Well done. And Dirge for you saying, can you... Oh, yeah, he's asked me to do that. And I have done that. And now I'm here. An Aussie Rooster versus Totem. I wonder what that is. Graham Adali saying, thanks, man. Yeah, sorry, I didn't say goodbye. I usually, because after the stream's finished, I usually do a quick chat saying, great racing, guys, and thanks for that. I just left. Sorry, Graham. I usually say thank you, but I didn't have time.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
And Phaser liked that. He beat 3 people tonight. The most wins he's had this evening. Tesco, Panic at the Tesco, then Harry Poppins.
Next week,
superb. Oh, Agent Smith saying, and next week the big guns will be out. No, I think we're doing a 1 stream spectacular with Mark Wilson. That's why I keep telling you, go and subscribe to Mark Wilson. Because I think I've got an easy ride next week. I've just got to sit there and agree with him. I've never done a dual commentary as well, and obviously I talk a lot and I don't stop. So I don't know what it's going to work like with one other person. So I'm just going to have to keep stum. And if I ever hear a little space, I'll just say, that's right, Mark. I agree, Mark. You're not wrong there, Mark. I'm just going to be that guy because I don't want to talk over him. I'm really nervous about it. So you'll have to watch the stream just to listen to me struggling in the background of not talking too much and try not to talk over Mark while he's doing his thing, because I respect his thing greatly. I think he is top notch on the announcement and coverage of racing. I look up to his streams. They're fantastic, as I do all of them. They're all amazing, the guys on URL who do the streams. Look at us, we're having a little break. It's a little tea break. I've just had a little sip of my wife made me a coffee. Oh, it's too hot, but a hot brew there. So I think this is the last race of the evening, and then you can get on with your Sundays with whatever you've got left to do. I mean, Strictly's done, so there ain't nothing else left to watch. And Agent Smith saying, my missus reckons... Oh, hang on. I've pressed something wrong. My missus reckons you talk more than her. I can I, Gab? Weirdly, I don't say that much, usually. Put me in front of a TV screen with some pretend racing cars going round, and I've got a lot to say. Ordinarily, not that chatty if you're in a room with me. In fact, I'll be very scared and walk into the corner, trying to avoid any kind of social situation. It is odd. It is. I think I have a lot of socialising in me, but I don't like doing it for real. So this is like pretend socialising. So this is my outlet. The little introvert in me gets released for at least an hour a week. Adam in the chat saying, hey all, and Vodkrov saying, should be just in time for my dinner. And Agent Smith saying, top comms, mate, really enjoyed it. Oh, bless you, thank you. I honestly don't know what I say. I just go. I don't. If I started thinking about it, I'd be like, all the way through it. So I just release, go into autopilot, and just say what comes into my head, and hopefully it's not offensive in it. Well, I don't have offensive thoughts, so it shouldn't be.
Overkill in the 90s, rolling on the floor, laughing.
And in the chat, Oddcroft saying, did you do the same as me and go overkill in the 90s? Hey, Manchester first. It was a tough time, you know. You had Manchester that ran into Britpop. That was a lot to deal with. A lot of good times to be had during the 90s. And then I still carried on enjoying new metal in the early 2000s. So yeah. Burn that social circle. Right then, here we go. No, less about me, more about who is it going to be? It's not Aussie Rooster, it's Slowpoke. And Adam saying, all good fun thingy, love it. So we're looking at Dirge View and Slowpoke. He might be closing his stream down, maybe. I'm not sure. He might be saying his goodbyes. It's hard, you know. It's hard to close a stream down. You just want to keep going. You don't know when to say good. That's enough. I think I started off with one goodbye, and now I'd say at least 3 different goodbyes when I go. Yeah, Dirge, he's got a stream to deal with, okay? Don't stress him. Dirge saying, you v me? Look at him, it's like you're in the playground, isn't it? You v me. Come on then. Let's have it. You v me at hopscotch. So, yeah, they're getting... We're doing a little mind games first. Slowpoke's making Dirge wait in his car. Dirge View's there thinking, come on. I think it's a Dirge View or Dirge View. I like Dirge View, but it could be Dirge View. I'm going with Dirge View. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen him race already this evening. Slowpoke slayed in race 2 of the night. And he's back again. And for the first time on our streams, the man that makes it all happen. We've seen Unforgiven many a time, but his partner in crime, Dirge View. Oh, Tamara, come and look at his car. Where is she? She's not down here. Oh my lord, sorry, that really snuck out. I didn't mean that. I need to find my wife. I can hear her phone, I just can't. It's Christmassy. Oh. It's got snowflakes, it's got little... Has it got a Grinch? Oh, is there a Grinch on the front? I thought it was Christmas trees. Dirge View's having a practice and we're just here looking at his Christmas livery. It's lovely, I like it. Thank you, Dirge. That's brilliant. Awesome stuff. Ooh, it fills me all bubbly with a Christmas feeling. Hey! I tell you, my kids are teenagers now. Christmas is a totally different experience now. It's like really relaxed. Before it was a panic. There was thousands. Although I'll tell you the big change from buying big plastic toys for about 6 or 7 quid to bloody aftershave that costs 120 quid. What's that aftershave called? YSL myself. 100. Can we go back to plastic? 119 pound. Can we go back to the £7 big plastic toys, please? I like them. Sorry, these guys are practicing. So Slowpoke, he's done a fair whack of miles. I'll tell you what, they must have had a championship in this Lexus somewhere along the way, because it's 4,500 miles. Santa's always... It is a cracking livery, it says. Oh, here we go, we got some chat. It's Agent Smith saying, Irish Dirk's my hero. And Vodka Rob saying, cracking livery with the Christmas tree and a Santa hat. So, Slowpoke, the other commentator through these 1v1s, my partner in crime next week. He's going to be manning the ship. Whilst I just sit in the background and agree with him. Yes, Mark. You're right, Mark. I don't know. He'll be all right. I just, I get nervous. It's something I've never done before, so it's quite worrying. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And Dirge View, And there's no point in him joining me, is it? Because I don't stop talking. So when's he going to get to talk? So it's best me joining him. So Doug has made his laps, and so has Slowpoke. We have got an absolute smashing showdown. The last race for one of these gentlemen. Are we going to have a Doug Unforgiven final? Wouldn't that be something? I mean, there's still some others in the mix, ladies and gentlemen, but so far it's been looking good. We might have a Slowpoke versus who knows? I don't even know how far this table goes. It just keeps on going. It's on their Facebook, on the OneDrive. Go and look. It'll blow your mind. Here we go. 5 laps, Brands Hatch in the Lexus. Who will continue? And it's Dirge who's had a great start there. And Slowpoke, though, is on it like a car bonnet, not giving an inch. And Dirgeview, then, he's absolutely slinging Lexus, ladies and gentlemen. Around Druids he goes, and he is maintaining. No, he's pulled a few more tenths out on Slowpoke. And it looks like it is an open-ended battle here, and Dirge has only got one thing on his mind, and that is not going out there, surely. Yes, he did it on purpose. He wanted a wider line to get through, and he is absolutely choosing what racing line he wants. And Slowpoke still chases on, though. It is not over. It is not dusted until that black and white flag is waving in the air, and Slowpoke is making a race of it. He's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Slowpoke fancies it. But at the moment, the Christmas Chariot is the one that leads against the Sauber run Lexus. Oh, it's so tight. It's not pulling away, is Dirgeview. That initial start and first corner or two, he gained an advantage, but nothing has been gained since. Slowpoke, though, I see him kick up a cloud of dirt there, and he's lost a couple of tenths now to Dirgeview, who is absolutely nailing Paddock Hills Bend as he goes down, the wheels squealing. And we wonder somehow how he kept his car facing the right way through Druids. There is jeopardy in every corner, and again Slowpoke coming back on the attack. He is not messing about. Slowpoke then forcing the Lexus through the corners, and Dirgeview just trying to keep a cool, calm head as he moves forward in this competition. He's seen Unforgiven move onwards and upwards, and he cannot, for bragging rights, let Unforgiven move on without him. And Slowpoke, though, wants to keep the party going. He's enjoying the streaming and having to race at the same time. It has been fun trying to work it out during the week where he can race and how during the stream. It's been quite a fun shuffle. But now it looks like Dirg is going to end all of that. Dirgeview is putting it to an end as he goes up and starts his third lap, still leading by 1.5 seconds, but 1.5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing around the Brands of Hatch, and mistakes happen easily. Ugh. There we go. On board with Dirgeview here as he makes his way down, knocks it down into second through Graham Hill Bend, up towards Surtees, and that's it. That's my corner knowledge out, all right? That's all you're getting. I know one of them's called Hawthorns up here, but I don't know the others. And Dirgeview then absolutely nailing it. And 2 seconds ahead of Slowpoke now. And he is definitely joining Unforgiven. Dyson. Who else have we seen go through? I'm sure there was another one as well, but it's hard to keep track of. It has been fast and furious this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We really have had our card marked. Who could have thought 5 weeks in a row of such super racing? But it is what we have had. It is what we have got. And still another bumper week next week. The week before Christmas, I believe, is going to be the finals week for the winners. And then the week before, the Sunday before New Year's, is going to be the finals of the drop-down competition. It's all coming to a head, ladies and gentlemen, and the racing has been nothing but great. Slowpoke then. Oh, Slowpoke must have had an off. Sorry, I stopped watching. We were looking at Dirgeview's point of view. I would have thought if the accident happened there, it would have been the most exciting, but it seems like Slowpoke has had a moment and has dropped quite a bit of time on Dirgeview. So this one is just a demonstration then from Dirgeview or Dirgeview, whatever you prefer. He's bringing that Christmas chariot, and the little orphans can be happy because Dirgeview brought the presents to the orphanage. They still haven't got parents though. I mean, God almighty, how much does it make to keep you happy? Dirgeview doing a super job.
Yeah, he had an off.
Oh yeah, Vodgrov saying yeah, he had an... Oh, is he still streaming? Bless him. Slowpoke then, absolutely slinging Lexus as much as he can. Shame they weren't Lincolns. As Dirgeview, oh, could you imagine if they started using road cars? The nightmare it is of saying, oh, it's a so-and-so, but it's only in used cars and you can only buy it like in a week or two. Could you imagine? Poor old Dirgeview's been sorting out all the 1v1s. His head would have exploded trying to wrangle all these sim racers to buy the right cars at the right time. So Dirgeview then, he brings it on home. All that hard work has come to fruition and he moves on to the finals. Fantastic stuff then from Dirgeview. Great driving. Slowpoke, great effort. We saw him win earlier in the evening, but unfortunately Dirgeview was not having Unforgiven go through without him going through. It would not be right, and I don't think Slowpoke had any say in it whatsoever. Doesn't matter how fast he would have gone, I think the Dirge would have gone faster. So on the final lap then, coming around the final corner, here he is in the Christmas chariots. Dirgeview, great win, continues on, and Slowpoke, he gets to look at the Christmas decorations. Oh no, because he's streaming next week. He stays in. He still wins. He still wins, ladies and gents, because he's still involved. He'll be streaming next week. So mark my words. He doesn't mind. And there we go. Slowpoke comes in second. So another great race. What an evening of racing, ladies and gents. And I think that could be it. That might be the last one. I lost track. Phaser won the most races tonight. He did a cracking job. Let me grab that replay just in case someone closes too soon. Oh no, not that. It's that. And there you go, Dirgeview, whoever, versus Slowpoke, and it's Dirgeview goes through, and Slowpoke, don't forget the massive stream Slowpoke will be doing next Sunday. I'll be joining him, hopefully, if everything goes right. Like I said, I've never done it before, so I'm a little bit worried. Vodgrov saying Dyson will have something to say about it. Oh yeah, what with the final being Unforgiven and Dirgeview. Vodgrov saying yeah, he had an off. Hamad Ali saying great night racing and comms. Thank you, bless you. And Vodgrov saying congrats, Dirge. So yes, thank you again, everyone. I believe that's it. I think that's your lot. There's no one else in this room. So that has got to be the night's racing done and dusted. So thank you, those that joined in. Thank you, those that participated, and thank you, everyone who's even had a chat in the lobbies and stuff. Appreciate you all, and Don't forget to follow Mark Wilson on YouTube, because I believe he will be streaming the finals. I'll be joining him, just agreeing with him. Come and listen to how awkward I am with someone else. It'll be funny. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in. Tooroos, peace and love, peace and love. Word to your mother.